and you see these red flags, okay? Number 2 is going to be he controls your reality but hides his own. They always do that. You know, whatever you have going on, whatever family member, whatever friends you have, they're always in control. You know, again, for my situation, it started and then I cut it down right away, but they always want to control your life. But when you ask them about theirs, it's always uncertain. Oh, there's a situation. There's a situationship. What is a situationship? You know, start asking these questions. Okay, what is it? Okay, you're with somebody and not with somebody. You're there, you're living, you're a grown-ass man. Why can't you leave? If you don't want to leave, then you're never going to leave. So, you know, sugar babes, don't start thinking about this shit, because nobody think there's no solution there. There is no solution. Once they tell you they're in a situationship, they are living with somebody, but they're not with a person. Bullshit, okay? It's bullshit, okay? Don't let them tell you that. You're living with somebody, you're a grown-ass man, and you don't want to be with that person, but because of situationships, you have to be there. Well, you know what? Stay in that situationship until you get that sorted out. You know, I spoke with somebody, you know, that was interested in me, like, I don't know, a few weeks ago, and you know, that was one of the questions that I asked him, and he was like, yeah, but you know, it's a situation, and you know, I live with this person, but they're never home. And they went down a whole rabbit hole of the shit that this person is doing and what they're supposedly not doing. And, you know, the kind of person that the person is. And I'm like, okay. So again, if you're interested in me, you got to delete that situation. You got to get rid of that situation. You cannot think that you're going to jump into something else and you have a situation. No, he combated back by saying to me, yeah, but you know, if this is a situation that I am in, and I am thinking of leaving this situation, and I don't see any person, you know, and now I see somebody, which is you, which is me, and you look like a perfect candidate for me to date. You know, I need to start talking to you. I need to start to get to know you first. You know, figure out if you're going to be that person for me. And, you know, we need to, you know, see if there's a bond there. I'm like, he didn't even know that I was, you know, this is bullshit. Not about me doing anything with psychology, but that's just bullshit. Okay. You need to figure out what the connection we have first before you decide if you want to leave that person. Okay. So again, sugar babes, don't settle for this, okay? Don't settle for this, okay? It's just bullshit. Don't let nobody tell you that they need to figure out you first before they end that relationship. And that was the end of that situation. Well, it wasn't even the situation. That was me not even going on a date with that person. Because I'm like, you started to treat me like you think I'm dumb, to the point that I'm like, you really gonna feed me this shit? You don't know me. I'm like, you don't see who I am, and you're gonna feed me this shit. So you think that you can feed me this shit? Well, you're lost. Anyway, get on with it. Number 3 is gonna be you feel betrayed, and yet the emotions are real.